All right, mate. Well, your sister's asleep. Let's edit this Cubs video, and we'll go from there. So let's load in the intro. I didn't record a bloody intro.
Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. It is Season 4, Episode 2, and today we are going to Philly. We're going to face the Phillies, and we will hopefully get a win, and we've had lots and lots of those. Like last season, we've got off to a storming start, 20-8, and we're second in our division because Cincinnati have done the exact same thing. But that's okay. Let's not worry about that. Long way to go yet. Worry about ourselves. If we keep playing 7-14 win percentage, we're going to be fine. Now, there's been a bit of a devastating blow outside of the results, though, and that is Edouard Julien, 10 months, season over, torn knee, was it posterior cruciate ligament, in his knee. So, not great. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back okay next season, but it is, for this season, done, unfortunately. So, that is... I think we can deal about it. Hopefully, we've got a little bit of depth to cover for that. But let's have a quick look at how we've been getting on in the games. Now, one thing I do need to flag up here is opening day. You'll notice the score is different. Now, the reason for that is I updated a driver which wasn't supposed to restart the computer, and it basically did, and I hadn't saved the game. I noticed it looked a little choppy to me when I was recording it, so yeah, didn't save it, went to do that, and unfortunately... that's what happened. So it's the same result, basically. It's robbed Pete Crow Armstrong of his home run, but Brennan Davis got one, and you can sort of see how the game played out here. And yeah, so apologies. Ultimately, we've got the same result, albeit the ins and outs of the game are a little bit different. And it was the first rego as well. It's not like I played through. If we'd lost it, I would have just taken it. It's a 162 game season. We can deal with an extra loss here or there. But the rest of the series was split, so that's a little bit disappointing. We got back to our ways of losing extra innings games, which is fantastic. We won 2 of 3 though in Baltimore. Detroit came to town. We swept them, as did Houston, and we swept them. Now in game 2 here against Houston, it featured a Brennan Davis grand slam in the first, a 7-run first, and it was essentially game over at that point, wasn't it? And we managed to hang on. If we have a look here, Brennan Davis just quietly is putting up MVP numbers. He is, look, at this stage of the season, he had 6 home runs and 12 RBIs. It was like the second or third week of the season. It was brilliant. But yeah, there we go. That was that. Pitching numbers, we can see there, it was the McCullers Jr. start. He's been solid, I'd say. He's sort of more or less doing what we want him to do, and that's all we can ask for. So that was that. Then we went to Cincinnati. We split the series with them, which in hindsight is pretty good, going to their place and coming away with 2 of the 4. We went to Colorado. We won 2 of 3 there. Milwaukee came to town. Extra innings. We still don't like them. So yeah, we lost 2 of those. Then we won the next 2. Game 4 here, though, a little bit of a crazy game. And it featured another grand slam, this time for Joshua Mears in the 5th. Now, Joshua Mears has come in. I'll catch you up on the changes that have happened. Joshua Mears basically came in to replace Edouard Julien. And yeah, is making a decent fist of being a Major League Baseballer this time around, which is, again, good to see. If we have a look at the pitchers in this one, it wasn't a great day to be a pitcher. Zerpa, he was a little bit of a gamble. It's a gamble that's not paying off right now, and we can see there Vargas did his best to blow things for us, but Alvarado came in to clean things up. Then San Diego came to town. We got a sweep against them, which brings us to this series over in May against the Phillies. We've won 1, lost 1 so far. In game 1 here, we scored 4 runs. We scored all 4 runs in the second off the bat of a Swanson grand slam. So nice to see him doing something of use. There we go there. Yeah, we really pulled that one out of the bag a little bit to even get close, because that was the only inning we really hit in. And then if we go and have a look at the way the pitchers played out, you'll notice Croquet is back in there again. He is in to replace Bednar, who has got a bit of an injury as well. So that is all of that. Nehut, now we traded him to them, I think, so he got the win against us, which is always frustrating. So let's have a look at the standings. And yeah, there are unfortunately 2 teams joint as the best in baseball, and they're both in the NL Central. So it's a little bit disappointing, but you know, as I say, early days. We can still worry about ourselves, because this time last year we were in a similar position and then didn't make the postseason at all. Now, if we go and have a look at some of the league leaders, unfortunately, no one up there with the bat. Although I am quite pleased with how the bats are doing. We've got McCullers Jr. up there in wins, and Vargas once again right up at the top of the division when it comes to saves. So yeah, everything is looking very, very good there. The pitching stats individually. So yeah, this is how everybody is getting on here. Now, as I say, the change was Croquet coming in for Bednar, who's got a bit of a knock. The disappointment, perhaps, so far, I mean, Roberts was really good for us last year. This season, a bit of a slow start for him. And Sands has been brilliant, whereas he here, 8.1 inning, not an earned run given up as of yet. And the other one to point out, I think, is San Martin, back in the starting rotation and looking very, very good once again. So, yeah, Molina, who gets the start today, is the other one. Zerpa and Molina, I think, were the two we would just see what happens kind of guys. And to be honest, neither of them are particularly doing well. But I don't want to make changes too early in the season, but equally, you know, maybe we do need to do that. I think Molina, if you look at his FIP, has been maybe a little bit unlucky compared to Zerpa, who has definitely not been unlucky. Now let's have a look at the hitters. Now, there's two changes here. Obviously, Mears, as I say, is coming for Julian, who was injured, and Kevin Maid is back in the lineup. He's fit again. So Fozzie, old Wakasuma, has gone back to AAA just to try and get used to playing American-style baseball. So, yeah, generally speaking, as I say, Brennan Davis is putting up some very impressive numbers early on in the season. He has dropped off a little bit, perhaps, of late, but for the most part, absolutely fine. McQuaid and Triantos, maybe a little bit disappointing for Triantos, and Vlad are putting up some numbers. It's always disappointing when the batting average doesn't quite match up with the RBIs and the home runs and whatnot. But yeah, he's doing a decent job, his old Vlad. But yeah, McQuaid is very definitely the star of this team when it comes to a batting lineup. And you've got to look at Petey Crow Armstrong, his WAR. That's pretty impressive in the first week of May, isn't it? He could put up a massive WAR number this season. All right, let's go and have a look at the lineups as we go to Philadelphia to face the Phillies. All right, so we can see the matchups here. They are fairly even. They win the pitching matchup, though, so that could be concerning. So Kevin Maid is back, leads us off at second base. Rafaela at third base, bats second. Vlad at first, bats third. McQuaid in left field for this one, bats four. Mears in right field, bats five. Swanson in shortstop, bats six. Pete Crow Armstrong, the center fielder, bats seven. Brennan Davis has a little bit of a knock, so he's going to be DHing this one, bats eight. And Alien Do is catching. He is batting nine. Molina, as I say, is our pitcher. 1-1 record so far, ERA of 5.87, whip of 130 on the nose. Up against Eduardo Rodriguez. We did briefly have him at the Tigers. He has a 1-2 record, an ERA of just over 6, and a whip of 174. Now, we've seen many times we come up against a pitcher like this, and they really do lower their numbers against us. So let's hope on this occasion that is not the case. All right, so welcome to whatever Philadelphia call their stadium, Citizen Bank Park, it looks like. And yeah, we'll get things underway with Kevin Maid. It is good to have him back. Wakasuma got off to a really good start to the season, but he was fading away a little bit. So it's probably not a bad idea for him to go and spend some time in AAA. I've noticed that when you sign the free agents internationally, usually they need a season in AAA to get themselves up to speed. As Rafaela will come in now, batting 277 this season. He grounds it to the shortstop. That'll be 2 away. It'll bring in Vlad. Now, Vlad has got his 200th career home run since we saw him last, and also his 100th RBI for the Cubs. Neither of which I think will be added to there, although it might be an infield hit. It is. It's one of those that just goes in the right spot. And with 2 out, Vlad's on base for William McQuaid. Batting 302. And that is going to be caught in right field. It will end the top of the first. And we will go and have a pitch. Molina to the mound. Tina Turner, may she rest in peace, at the plate. Batting 294 this season. It's a 1-2 pitch. Big start this one for Molina. We all get to judge him and decide if there is a future for him or not. Rule 5 pickup, of course. So if we do drop him out of the team, then he's gone. It's a very much all or nothing as Swanson gets to play there for the second out. In comes Juan Soto, only batting 198. Which for someone of his quality is maybe concerning, because at some point that's going to go up. Let's hope today's not that day, as McQuaid makes the catch to end the first. A nice 1-2-3 inning, and Joshua Mears will lead us off, batting 245 in his shortened season so far, as he slaps that right down into the right field corner, and Joshua Mears continues to look like a Major League Baseballer this season. Excellent work. And the leadoff double will mean Swanson can drive in some runs, or a run anyway. He's batting 212 this year. It's an 0-2 pitch. Oh, Dansby. 1 away. In comes Petey Crow Armstrong, batting 253. It is an 0-1 pitch. Crow Armstrong into centre field. The runner is not stopping, and Petey Crow Armstrong with an RBI double. Or will it just be a single? It is a single, but either way he's at second and gives us the lead. Brennan Davis batting .260, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs. Can he add to that? He walks. And it'll be Alien Do. Batting .208 this season. A 1-2. He strikes out. That'll be 2 away for Kevin Made now. 2 on, 2 out. Made is 0 for 1 today. He has got it through, and that might score Pete Crow Armstrong. It does. It's an RBI single. We've got the runner going over to third as well. So runners at the corners. 2-0 for Rafaela, who is 0 for 1. Rafaela up the middle. That'll drive in another one. It is 3-0. And Kevin Made will try to get to third and get there comfortably. So we still have runners at the corners. We still have 2 out. And now we've got Vlad at the plate, who's 1 for 1. A 1-2 pitch. Vlad sharply hit, but straight to the third baseman. Ends the second. But we've scored 3. And Molina has a lead now as he faces Bryce Harper, who is batting .235. A 1-2 pitch. And into right field. It is to the wall. Mears has it, and it will be a leadoff double. All right. It is DJ Stewart batting .264. An 0-1 pitch. A pop-up that should be easily caught out there by PCA. As I write in my notes, because it's no way I'm writing Pete Crow Armstrong every time I have to do that. Realmonto batting .167 comes in. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Molina has it over to first. 2 away. Runner stays at second. And it is Triolo now batting .283 this season. A full count. 2 out. Runner at second. And that is into right field again. And that will be 1 run back as Molina gives up an RBI double. So it is 3-1. And it is Bryson Scott batting .230 to the plate. First pitch swing. And that is popped up into right field. Mears is there. Ends the inning. We have a 2-run lead going into the third. Alright, McQuaid to lead us off. 0 for 1 today. It's a full count. McQuaid up the middle. That should drop in and be a leadoff single for the superstar of the Cubs. Alright, Mears. 1 for 1. A 2-1 pitch. Mears hits it into left field. It's going to drop in there as well. And we have 2 on. No one out. And it'll bring in Dansbury strikeout Swanson. He is 0 for 1 today with that strikeout. A 2-0 pitch. And he's hitting to a double play. No, he hasn't. It's just 1. Alright, so runners go to second and third with 1 away for Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 1 already with an RBI today. Can he add to that? It's into deep center field. It should score McQuaid from third. And it is going to do so. Runner also goes over to third. So it's 4-1, 2 out. Mears at third. Brennan Davis at the plate. He walked last time around. A 2-2 pitch. Davis into left field. And that'll be more runs. It is 5-1 as Brennan Davis continues. What a turnaround in his career this season has been. He always had the potential. Never delivered on it. And he's got 20 RBIs on May 3rd. So that'll do it for the pitcher. Alvarez will come on now. Is it a right-hander? It is. He's going to face Alien Do, who is 0 for 1. Full count. 2 out. Runner at second. What can he do? He walks to bring Kevin Made back to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. A 1-2 pitch. Made strikes out. Ends the top of the third, but we add 2 more. It's 5-1. Molina to face TJ Friedel, who is batting .190 this season. It's a 1-0 pitch. And it is lined straight to Rafaela, and that is 1 away. Tina Turner to the plate, 0 for 1. A 1-0 pitch. And that is deep into center field. Pete Crow Armstrong goes back, makes the catch. And that is 2 away for Hiao Yu Lee, who is 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And into right field. Again, it's going to find the fence out there. Mears can't do anything about it. And it's a 2-out double. He does give up a lot of hits out into that right field corner, does Molina, doesn't he? Juan Soto now, who is 0 for 1. An 0-2 pitch. Can we sit him down? No, but it should be caught by McQuaid. And that will do it for the bottom of the third. 5-1 as we go into the fourth. Alvarez to face Rafaela, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. A 1-1 pitch. Rafaela into center field, but barely has to move. Makes the catch. And that is 1 away. Vlad Jr. now, who is 1 for 2. A 2-2 pitch. Vlad strikes out, 2 away. And in will come McQuaid. He loves a right-handed pitcher. It's a full count on him. McQuaid into left field. It's another hit. And, well, there we go. 2 out single. It'll bring Mears. Now, Mears, not so much. He was in the lineup because we were facing a left-handed starter. He's 2 for 2. That ends as he faces a right-hander. And it is a scoreless top of the 4th. Molina will face Harper, who is 1 for 1. It's a 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout, 1 away. DJ Stewart now, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch again. And again, a strikeout. Molina, I tell you what, he's looking very, very good. If this is his audition to stay at the club, he's putting in a very good one as he almost strikes out the side, but gives up another hit into that right field corner. Just a single this time for Realmonto. So a 2-out single for Triolo now, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI. First pitch swing. And that is going to drop into center field. So suddenly we've got runners at the corners with 2 away. And I've given Molina a bit of a praise here, and he's making me look a bit silly. A 1-1. And sharply hit, but Vlad's equal to it. And ends the inning. It remains 5-1. And Swanson will lead us off 0 for 2. This will be the time he gets a hit, won't it? It's a 1-0. Swanson into left field. It is dropping. Oh, Dansby, just strike out when there's no one on base, man. You don't... Frustrating. All right, new pitcher, Nick Neidhart, who we signed. We traded him away, or did we release him? One or the other. He was a Cub this time last year, as that is popped up into right field for the first out. Runner goes back to first. And that is 1 away. Brennan Davis now, who's 1 for 1 with a walk, with an RBI, and that is into center field, and it will be caught for 2 away. And it will bring in now Alien Do. 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch swing. He has hit it into deep right field. Alien Do! It's a home run! I don't know. Pablo Alien Do. A 340-foot home run. It is 7-1 in the 5th. And, well, this Cubs side just looks different to the other ones, doesn't it? Made, who is 1 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. He strikes out. That ends the top of the 5th. But we've added 2 more. We have a 5-run lead. And Molina will continue to Friedel, who is 0 for 1. It's a 3-0 pitch and a leadoff walk. All right, Tina Turner back up, 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch and a ball into right field. Another hit into right field. I mean, there's an argument. I mean, is it Mears out there? But Mears is not a terrible defensive player. It's just strange. I mean, what percentage of the hits that he's giving up are going into right field? It's got to be a good 70% of them. And that is going to drive in a run into as it hits into left field there. So it is now 7-2. Soto to the plate, who's 0 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch. It is popped up into center field. Pete Crow Armstrong is there, makes the catch. Everybody goes back to their base. And that is just the first out. Bryce Harper now, who is 1 for 2. It's a 1-0. I hope we have someone warming up in the bullpen here, Bruce, because I think Molina is... nearing the end of his reign, as that is a single to load the bases with 1 away. DJ Stewart now, who is 0 for 2. Now, Molina, not a particularly... He's got decent movement, but not really a massive ground ball pitcher, though. Has he got one there? It's out at the plate. Is it out at first? No. But 2 away. We get the out at the plate, and still loaded bases for Realmonto now, who is 1 for 2. Can Molina get himself out of this with just giving up the 1 run? It's a ground ball to Kevin Made, and he does do it. They leave them loaded, and we go to the 6th with a 5-run lead, and it could have been much worse there. It is Rafaela to the plate. I said we had a 5-run lead before. It was a 4-run lead, wasn't it? Either way, Rafaela, single up the middle, and it is 1 away. So if you type the smartass comment, you can take that away, because it was 5-1. That's a 4-run lead. I think I said that anyway. All right, Vlad Jr. I don't know what I say half the time. Vlad Jr., that looked good off the bat, and that is going to be 9-2. Neidhart, he would have faced him in batting practice, surely. I don't know if they do that. That's in cricket, you'd face him in the nets. But anyway, it's 372 feet. It is 9-2. It's a 7th home run of the season for Vlad. And in comes McQuaid. Can he go back-to-back? He is 2 for 3. It's a full count. And he's done his best, but it is not going to quite have the legs. And it will be caught out there for 1 away. Mears now, who is 2 for 3. A full count. Joshua Mears strikes out. That looked like it might have been inside. Either way, 2 away now for Swanson. 1 for 3 he is today. A 1-0 pitch. He pops it up into center field. It will end the 6th, but Vlad has extended that lead. It is now a 7-run lead. And Triolo will face the new man, Cole Sands, who has not yet given up a run, given up 3 hits in 8.1 inning of work. First pitch swing. And that is, oh, was it a catch by Pete Crow Armstrong? PCA, what a catch that is. 1 away. And no doubt has extended that war of his a little bit with that one as well. In comes Stott, who I think is a pinch hitter. Though I was too busy praising my boy in center field there. So that is 1 on 1 out now for TJ Friedel, who is 0 for 1. And that is into center field as well. So Cole Sands has almost given up as many hits in this inning as he has in the previous 8. In comes Tina Turner, who's 1 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. A strikeout for Sands. That is 2 away. In comes Hiao Yu Lee, who is 2 for 3 and having a decent day at the plate, that must be said. He's grounded that to Swanson over to first, and that will end the 6th. No runs given up. It is 9-2 as we go into the 7th, and a left-hander comes on in falter to face Pete Crow Armstrong. Petey Crow is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs today, and that is a little chopper that might just get him on first. It does. Well, we'll take that. Leadoff single. Brennan Davis now, who's 1 for 2. First pitch swing. Brennan Davis hits into a double play and undoes. Oh, that good work. And in now comes Alien Do. Hit the home run last time up. 3-1. And rips it down the third base line all the way to the left field fence. And Alien Do has a double. Well, what a day at the plate he's having. So with 2 out, a runner at second, in will come Kevin Made, who is 1 for 4 today. First pitch swing. Made has popped it up into center field. Just for a second then. I thought it might find the grass out there. But anyway, we're going to stretch. It's 9-2. We're looking good. Okay, welcome back. Cole Sands continues. Miguel Amaya, who we traded away because he wasn't good enough with the bat, is pinch hitting for them. He's 0 for 1 so far this season. It's a full count. And it is a ground ball to Dansby Swanson, and that is 1 away. Alright, Bryce Harper comes in now. So why is he pinch hitting for Soto? That's... I mean, what sort of form is he in? A 2-2 pitch here, and a strikeout for Sands. That is 2 away. In comes DJ Stewart, 0 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch. Can we have a nice quick inning here? Yes, we can. And, well, very, very impressive Cole Sands. There's an argument to say move him into the starting rotation. My issue with that is he's doing such a good job coming out of the bullpen. You know, why kind of ruin that? As Rafaela sends one into deep right field, but it gets caught on the fence out there for 1 away. Vlad Jr. now will come in. He is 2 for 4 today with a home run. It's a 2-0 pitch. And Vlad cracks one into the left center field gap. And Vlad will come in for a double, which I think now means he is a triple away from hitting for the cycle. I don't think we've had anyone hit for the cycle yet in this series. McQuaid now, he is 2 for 4. It's a 1-2 pitch. And McQuaid has sent it into deep left field. It is gone! It's another home run for our Cubbies. It is now 11-2, 358 feet that one. And William McQuaid continues to just light up this division. And we are now, like I say, 11-2 up, 17 hits. Mears to the plate. It's a 1-0 pitch, and Mears has popped one straight up. And that will be 2 away. It'll bring in Dansby strikeout Swanson. He is 1 for 4. A 1-2 pitch. And Dansby Swanson sneaks one through the infield. So a 2-out single for him. And Pete Crow Armstrong, who is 2 for 3, steps up. A 2-2. Pete Crow Armstrong into center field. It will be caught. It will end the 8th. But we are a further 2 runs to the good. Sands will continue to Realmunto, who is 1 for 3. It is an 0-2 pitch. And it is another strikeout for Cole Sands. That is 4 in 2.1 inning work. Triolo comes in now. First pitch. Ground ball to Made. There we go. 2 away. And it brings up Bryson Stott, who is 1 for 3 today. Full count. 2 out. No one on. Strikeout to end the 8th. And it's just looking very, very nice right now. So Troy McClure will come onto the mound. He's going to face Brennan Davis. He is 1 for 3. And it is a 2-1 pitch. What can Brennan do? He has sliced one away into right field for a leadoff single. Very nicely done, sir. All right, it brings Alien Do up. He is 2 for 3 today. A 2-0 pitch. Alien Do grounds it to the shortstop. It might be a double play ball. It's just one. So man out at second, Made to the plate. He is 1 for 5. And make that 1 for 6. Not a great day for Kevin Made at the plate. And it is Rafaela now who is 2 for 5. Our last at bat of the game, or at least it better be. Oh, wait a minute. That is absolutely crushed right over center field. And it is yet another 2-run home run. 447 feet for Rafaela. It is 13-2. And somebody stop this one because they're dead already. Vlad Jr. will get another bat. He is 3 for 4. Next time's the charm. He is, would you believe, 3 for 5. A triple away from the cycle. A 1-0 pitch. Vlad, that's not going to be a triple. It will end the inning. 20 hits, 13 runs. What a 9-inning batting effort that was. Bryant Herter will come to the mound now to face Friedel. It's a shame we couldn't let Sands finish things off, but he did do quite a bit of work for a bullpen pitcher. And that is, well fielded. Oh, the throw just wasn't quite there. Rafaela, really good stop. And is it going to be... It's an error. That's such a harsh error, isn't it? That's where I think errors can be misleading, isn't it? Because he's done something there that some third baseman wouldn't be able to do. And he's got an error because of it. Is that going to be an infield hit? And Brant Herter has given up an error and an infield single. And suddenly there's 2 on, none out. And Lee at the plate, who is 2 for 4. A 1-2 pitch. And what a pitch that was. Wonderful stuff for the first out. Drew Gilbert is pinch hitting. No, he's not. He came into the game batting 279 because that was where Amaya pinched hit. It wasn't at last inning. There's a ground ball. It could be a double play. We get the runner at second, not at first. So there's 2 out runners at the corners. They're down to their final out. Bryce Harper's the man at the plate. He is 2 for 4. Can Herter finish this thing off? It's a full count. It's a ball into deep right field, and it is 12-5. Well, I don't know how many of those are going to count as earned runs because the error, in theory, would mean the inning should have been over. Herter has given up 2 earned runs on that one. And, yeah, it's a little bit annoying. It just makes it look like, you know, they had a bit of... Well, I mean, to be fair to them, they've had 12 hits, so they haven't been hopeless. But our hitting, our pitching, is this our year? Surely postseason beckons. So I think we saw enough from Molina there as a 4 or 5 guy in the rotation. He's going to be okay, isn't he? We're not going to get a wonderful start from him every time, but he's going to do enough, often enough, I think, to justify at least keeping him for this season, and then he's ours, and then we can kind of bin him off if we want to do that. But there we go. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. We're 2 from 2 on YouTube this season. That is just unheard of. We've taken the lead at the top of the division, and, well, onwards and upwards, really. I mean, still, obviously, early days. We've got to stress that. We got off to a wonderful start last season and then fell in a massive heap. But I don't know, this just feels a little bit different to me. We're scoring runs, we've got a good batting lineup, and we did some of that, of course, with Edward Julian, who we brought in, you know, without him as well. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back for this game against Atlanta. That seems like a nice place. Oh, no, we'll come back for Cincinnati, don't we? What are we now? So that's about a month away, yeah. So we'll come back for Game 3 of the series against Cincinnati because that is going to be very important looking at the way that the division is shaping up. So until then, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.